folks in your business. They see you tryna make it, tryna find a way up better living.
What's good? This your boy Eazi ENT Dennis, aka Big Dog Dennis, and right now you checking in with Talk to Him TV.
You feel like you ain't really
know. Go ahead and tell people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, what you do, what studio you work at, you know.
Alright. I'm at East Room Orlando Studios downtown. Best kept secret in Orlando. If you know, it's all good. If not, tap in with us on IG, East Room Orlando, at East Room Orlando. Tap in with us. That's on IG. We'll get you right, I promise you. Best engineers in Orlando. Don't ask me. Don't take my word for it.
Alright. So I mean, we're gonna get right into it. So, you know, with you being an engineer, you deal with a lot of the artists in Orlando, no matter if it's from local or up and coming, or, you know what I'm saying, whoop. I mean, what's your what's your feeling for, you know what I'm saying, how you feel about, like, the music scene and, like, the artists in Orlando and like where it's going?
Alright, so basically the scene in Orlando, the music scene, it's popping right now for sure. The thing of it is the work ethic for the artists. Let's run that one back.
No. It's always rolling, so it ain't gonna never start over.
Okay, we can just edit.
Yeah. So if you mess up, you just talk. Just keep going.
All right, gotcha. All right, so the music scene here in Orlando, as far as the art is concerned, man, it's amazing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a bunch of talent that are actually making moves in the city. They putting eyes on the city right now. A&Rs are flying in and out of Orlando left and right. You know, they coming to the studios. They asking who's who, what's what in the city. You know, and yeah, and the artists that are out right now, you know, they doing their thing, and it's a good look all the way across the board, man. You know, just check us out. The music scene in Orlando has definitely stepped it up over the last, I say, 2 years. Pandemic turned everybody into hustlers, you know, but only the strong gonna survive. And right now we got a lot of folk that's hungry and strong out here in these streets doing the music. So big salute to y'all.
So when you say that the pandemic made a lot of hustlers, I mean, though, you know, the pandemic kind of still going on, so you don't think that a lot of stuff gonna change after, like, everything? Because, you know, we just not going into them stages where, you know, a lot of unemployment, a lot of the scams, a lot of that shit gonna be out of the way. So, you know what I'm saying, you think a lot of these folks that was, like, balling and splurging, and, you know, a lot of rappers that didn't have nothing before the pandemic popping out with big chains and stuff, you think they still gonna be able to uphold that now that it ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Man, first and foremost, we ain't here to count nobody's pockets on what they doing. However you doing, you do you. If you're in this music business, you automatically know this shit don't stop. So it ain't no need to even second guess it. If you trying to do it for real, however you got your money, I hear people be talking about, oh, he got his little PPP money. Hey, fuck all that. Flip it, cause this music shit can change your life. That ain't nothing but, that pandemic also made them haters step their game up too. You dig what I'm saying? So just make sure you stay on your shit, do what you trying to do. Once you get there, you ain't never even gotta hear that talk again, cause they gonna respect it. You know, people respect that money, man. So
yeah,
that's what it is on that.
So I mean, I just interviewed somebody else. I told you about. I was just interviewing before I came here, and, like, she's like a market manager, a marketer slash manager. You know, she do showcases and stuff. And she was just saying that, like, that she think that, like, Orlando is like the reason that the music scene is, like, not really how it should be is because of support.
Yeah. We're right in the phase of that changing right now as we speak. We're right in the phase of that right now. I mean, we got some people, some heavy hitters that are really trying to do things. Shout out the 448 Music Group, P.I. Bang, all them boys over there. Man, them boys just did something amazing for the city just recently, the other night. Yeah, show me what you got showcase. They just did that.
Where that was at?
That was at the Beach. But that shit was, like, spectacular for the city, man. Artists came out and they actually got a chance to do what the showcase said it was gonna do for them. Provide them with the opportunity to actually rub elbows, meet and greet people that can actually change their life with the stroke of a pen. Straight up. It was like 6 to 7 people on a panel, I know for a fact, that can make a couple calls and change somebody's life. And Bang brought them, 448 Music, brought them guys there and gave everybody who was serious about their music an opportunity to do that, man. It ain't been done like that on that scale. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If it was done before, 9 times
Well,
out
how
of
long you been engineering in Orlando?
I've been engineering in Orlando. I would say, man, shit, at least the last 10 years, just around different studios and shit like that. You know
Okay, so what other studios around Orlando you work with?
Let's see. I did a stint over at Precise Apollo for a minute. I did a stint. A couple of my partners, like in 2011, they actually opened a studio of their own, which was downtown Orlando as well. And let me see, where else did I go? I think I did another one. I can't even remember, bro. It's been so long, but excuse me. The main thing was like when I got in there, I just was trying to learn, but the shit didn't pop off for me the way I would like it to until I actually got here at East Room.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, would you be like saying like how you know what I'm saying? You say shit didn't pop off for you here, because you know, and then you know I deal with a lot of artists too, cause you know, AP we shoot a lot of videos and you know we do stuff. Like you hear a lot of artists that say that, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these studios around here be trash. Like, you know what I'm saying, not just trash, but then you got to deal with the point of them not getting your music right, or you know what I'm saying, deal with the fact that they, you know what I'm saying, they ain't getting your music back to you on time.
It's a two-way street, man. You know, it could be a thing where some studios are trash, but then also too, these artists coming here with that mentality that they're gonna record everything that they trying to record within 2 hours, you know, and basically, man, that just floods the capacity that the engineer can hold. You know, like you're gonna have to take the work home when you could have got it done here at the studio, but you know, you're trying to help artists as much as you can. But the thing of it is if you come in here in a studio, and your mindset is, I'm gonna take these 2 hours or however many hours and just fill it up with recording, you basically just set yourself back, because now you got to have this engineer fucking do this stuff at a time when he's not at the studio or she's not at the studio, and try and help you get your things done when they got other things going on too that might make the priority of your situation, you know, get pushed back a little bit. So those things right there, you got to just get to know the people and understand that I would recommend every artist do a 2-hour studio block, record one song, give the engineer a chance to build your sound, and then you go to knocking them out and all that. Build a rapport with these engineers in these studios, because
so man, you think it take more than just 2 hours to make a real song, basically? Like they trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to do a whole mixtape in 3-4 hours.
Yeah, man, that's ridiculous at this point, bro. With all the knowledge and the technology that's out there.
Oh yeah, you saying it put pressure on the engineer?
No, it don't. It don't. You just can't get that done. If you know what you're doing, you know, why would you even try that? You basically telling the engineer at the studio, hey, just hit record for me for these 3 hours and then I'm good. And that it takes more than that. So you got to give us time to actually do what we say we can do for you. If you come in and spend up all your time in the studio just recording, first thing you gotta pay more. You know what I'm saying? When you could have built that relationship right there on the spot and got it done for less, and then also the engineer may not have time to help you. You know what I mean? It's just like that. Ain't nobody sitting still waiting on artists to come to the studio. Everybody in the music business trying to hustle, trying to grind. So you may catch an engineer that's fire, but that nigga got like 10 or 12 other things going on. So, you know, just make sure you actually giving the engineer a chance to get you right first before you actually say, I'm gonna record my whole mixtape here or do whatever the case is, you know.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, would you what type of artists you deal with though? Cause you mean like you say Orlando best kept secret, and you know you said something to me earlier like you like to keep it like, you know what I'm saying, not low key, but you like to keep it at a level where you deal with certain type of artists, and you know what I'm saying. So you know you can explain them, like, you know what I'm saying.
I really don't have a preference with artists. I just like the work ethic and the professionalism to be at a certain level at this point right now. You know, I'll work with anybody. I help them out, but I feel like the most bang for your buck with me is coming in doing one song and giving me the opportunity to get your sound right on the first couple sessions, and then we could just rock out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause now I used to do music too. You right about that because you can't just like you know what I'm saying like you know a lot of these rappers they switch studios and then they go there for a couple hours and then they go there 2 times and like I used to rap. You know I used to be in the studio. You right though. It take more than just you know what I'm saying.
It's like you gotta build this thing. It's a relationship, just like any other relationship. In this business, you gotta treat it good.
Do you think a lot of enough rappers treat it as a business and not like something that, you know what I'm saying, what they think it is? Because you know a lot of rappers they don't pay attention to the business side of the music industry.
Engineers, us as engineers have to do our due diligence and make sure that when the artists come to the studio, they are actually, this is how it's gonna go. Don't sell them dreams and be like, oh, I can get you right, I can do this. You work at the studio, so that reputation already comes with it. You just need to make sure that they understand we trying to build your sound. If you taking your music serious like that, I need a few hours to hear your music. You know, record one song and let me get it right first. Let me hear your voice. Let me make all my adjustments and get you tonally correct, and then we can go forward. You know, if you come in here expecting to do X, Y, and Z just cause you're in the studio, bro. I mean, I'm gonna try my best to help you, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You're gonna get what you pay for, and you just gotta know this is your livelihood. First and foremost, this is your livelihood. This can change your life. Why would you not give it any attention other than when you walk through the studio door?
And then you gotta, but do you think that cause you an engineer, so I mean even though that it benefits you when I say this because I'm a video, you know my company, we do multiple things, but we film. So you know what I'm saying, I tell a lot of artists this, that like y'all spend more time in the studios and y'all don't understand that the rap business is more than just studios. You know what I'm saying? Like you need visuals, you need like cause most of the time one of these rappers, you hit a rapper and be like, hey, I got a show for you. 9 out of 10 chance they gonna send you a picture of them like that they took on their phone or something that they took and they just got on their phone. They're not sending you these professional pictures that they did at on photo studios and stuff like that. And that's what main artists do. Like you know what I'm saying? You don't see people like Drake and these people posting pictures. People see them posting pictures on Instagram and they'll think that these pictures are from like their phones and stuff like that. But these professional photographers that's following them and hurry up and getting that picture right to them so they can post it.
I mean, it all comes with just learning the game, man. You know, you gotta get an artist, you know, cut them a little bit of slack too. Doing everything yourself, from what I experienced, when you try and do everything yourself by yourself, you're gonna miss a whole lot of steps. You know what I mean? The key word in this business is team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have a team.
Yeah.
You gotta have a team.
You're right.
Ain't no way around it because your mind has to focus on the content which is driving this opportunity to change your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's basically the definition of an artist. You gotta focus on what music you're making. The others, you know, everybody can be doing. You can have this guy doing that. You can have this guy doing that. You can have this guy doing that. But everybody got to be cohesively involved in making this situation as big as they can. You know what I mean? So I don't ever knock an artist when they be making mistakes. I just would like for them to understand that if you show the person you're trying to work with that you dead serious about your business, you're going to get so much more out of them as if you just be bullshitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
You allow people to judge you right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know, so just put your professional hat on and step in here and just be ready to work. Chill out with all that calling 1,000 people to come to the fucking studio, bro. That shit does nothing for you if them folk not helping you rap. Write your shit. You don't need that, bro. The studio is for you to hone your craft, not hang out and fucking take pictures. That shit, that gets played out. Y'all gotta understand something, man. People want to see y'all win, whether y'all believe it or not. When you first jump out the porch and say you want to be a rapper, people want to see you win. But that shit could get old real quick if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Show them your growth. Show them how much you learn from the first thing you drop to now. You know what I'm saying? Focus on that shit, man. That shit just draws attention to you organically.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so you were saying about like, you know what I'm saying, about an artist having a team. You know what I'm saying? So I mentioned this to a lot of artists, is like, you know what I'm saying, like you don't get respected as an artist without like having a team. You know what I'm saying? Like them artists that don't have managers, that don't have people that's helping them, that just feel like they can be the manager, the artist, the promoter, the marketer, the social media guru, all that. Them be the artists that make it. You know what I'm trying to say? So you don't think there's more artists out there making it harder for themselves?
Hey, I don't think you can really look at it like that. You have to, you got to understand that everybody grows at their own pace with it, and that everything takes experience. You got to get into it and figure it out on your own. It will be wise, I behoove any artist, it's wise for you to go out and seek the knowledge, go out and actually look for a manager. Make your partner that actually supports you, make him your manager. Two people learning this business at once is always going to be better than one, but the thing of it is, man, you guys are going to have to actually do your due diligence and learn this shit, man. The thug that shit is cool, don't get me wrong, it's you. If it's real, it's you, that's cool, but don't limit yourself to just being a thug on this shit.
And that's another thing we were just talking about in another interview that I've had with somebody. They was saying that, like, because we were speaking about the Lil Nas X situation, and they were just saying how he finessed his way in the game with the Old Town Road and had the world loving him, and then he came out and told everybody he was gay and been wilding ever since. So you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of these rappers don't understand this is a business, and then it's called the entertainment business. So you know what I'm saying? Do you think a lot of rappers lose their opportunities and chances because they pride be so high, or they feel like they can't do certain things because of their street cred or because of where they come from?
I mean, again, it goes just back to evolution and growth. You know what I mean? At that point, you can look at some of the artists from around here. We can call out a couple of them right now. Just throw a couple of them out there. My dog Tony Boy. Everybody know where Tony Boy come from. Look at him now. That dude talking about buying houses for his kids. You know what I mean? Straight off business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know he got business. Businesses. You know what I'm saying? Washing cars, remodeling homes, whatever the thing is. It's all about evolution and growth. That's just one example. But that is the example that I'm talking about. You're going to have to grow. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is going to be the case for everybody, but you set yourself up for failure when you decide that the business part of you're not going to pay attention to. That's just bottom line. You know what I mean? So if you're an artist, man, I understand that. And then think about it. Any artist that's moving around the city, they'll tell you when they meet the favorite rapper that they actually like, them dudes be probably some of the most smartest dudes they ever met. How many times you heard other artists say Gucci Man one of the most smartest people they ever met? You know what I mean? It almost seems like it don't go hand in hand, but it does. This dude understands that he got assets. His music is his assets. He gonna sell it by any means necessary. That's a good business move, right?
But I mean, yeah, you do that. But then you look at the other side of the game, and then you got them artists like 6ix9ine.
I mean, bro.
Which because people like that, their careers are all off trolling though.
I mean, let's
I mean, it's smart trolling, but it's also dangerous at the same time because you see what happened with the whole case, and you know what I'm saying. And
that's the avenue. That ain't what you gotta do. That's just an avenue.
But I mean, if you look at the rap game, either we seen that on Say Cheese and all that, like, you know what I'm saying, like you had a couple people in a poll that say that, like, they think that rapping is like the most dangerous job in America now, because look at most rappers now, they either get killed because they really out there beefing, or they either going to jail because they still out there doing this shit that they, you know what I'm saying, that they talking about on the song.
I mean, technically, yes, you can say that. This is, because this is the only occupation where you can actually get shot. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got police and
you know what I'm saying? Like, this occupation, you can get shot. I don't think somebody, going to a 9 to 5 at a regular job so much so got to worry about getting shot, other than a rapper walking around with $20, $30, $40, $50,000 worth of jewelry on. It's a difference. You know what I
And
mean?
then they getting other people hurt too.
Yeah, you looking like lunch meat out here. At the end of the day, you looking like lunch meat out here. So, but that's the artist. You know what I mean? That's all about the evolution of what they trying to do. If that's them trying to do that, that's cool. Just know what come with it.
But if
know
you
what I
ask
mean?
me personally, I think it's the artists that are trying to put too much effort because like you got so many artists that want to be a mainstream artist and they still a local artist. You see what I'm saying? Cause like if you ain't even got 10,000 fans, why you need a $10,000 chain? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got 500 fans, like they probably happy with you with that little one little chunk on.
I'm gonna always push for the artist to grow. You know, so everybody likes to see you grow too. Your fans like to see you grow. So that chain is the trophy.
No, I'm saying you got like a lot of rappers that like you hear that a lot from rappers that like, oh, I gotta wait, I get my money up, I gotta get this. They gotta get a whole list of things before they actually can take their music serious.
Yeah.
Like it don't never be that rapper just saying I'm happy with what I got, let me rap because this is what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? You always get a list of things like I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get my chain, I gotta get my money up. You know what I'm saying? I got you know what I'm saying? So
well, again, that's the thing about the growth in the artist. You know, what happens is if I'm supporting you, right, and all I see is you just did this one thing. I'm probably gonna get burnt out on you a lot quicker than if I see you keep elevating. You know what I'm saying? This is just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? This music business is based off of what you can show you accomplished. Other words, flossing, flexing. That's just what it is. Braggadocio, everything about it. That's what it is. But that's just what's put out there. You already know behind the scenes, that paperwork got to be right. That ink on that paperwork got to be dry. You know what I mean? The numbers got to add up. All of this stuff get ran across the artist's desk more so than anybody else on this team. So you got to know what it is for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to be the one to be like, nah, you don't need to do that. You don't need, no. Do whatever it is you need to do because a million people can sit here and tell you, do X, Y, and Z, do X, Y, and Z. That person who actually got the chance to do it still got to execute. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, what do you think about the studio scene and the studios in Orlando?
Every studio I've been to in Orlando that I've seen, they all pretty dope. You know, everybody's doing their thing. The thing that separates them is the quality of work that comes out, of course, the professionalism, and just the overall relationships that the engineers have. You know, engineers go hand in hand with studios. We gotta help the studio build a relationship with these artists. So, you know, being somebody who an artist considers somebody they fuck with, that's like a big thing. You know, there's one artist who I work with. She's a female artist in the city. Her name is Eazi. You know, bro, Eazi started working with me when I didn't even feel like I was worthy to be working with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She sought me out. She made it her business to fuck with me on the regular. You know what I mean? Like, and she didn't even have to do that. You know, everybody, if you know Eazi in the city, everybody be trying to fuck with her. She always made it her business to come fuck with me. That in turn made me go over here and step my shit up. You know what I mean? If she fucking with me like this, I need to make sure that I deliver every time she come holler at me. So that sent me back to the lab. I'm in here reading, figuring everything out, hollering at other people. That's another thing. Engineers, do not be afraid to reach out to another engineer and get the information. Don't. Engineers and pride do not mix. That shit
I think you know, I think a lot of places in Orlando, that's what they lack is everybody reaching out and like, you know what I'm saying, trying to cause you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's a business too because you got these studios that everybody want the same thing and y'all want the same thing. Y'all want them clients because you know that's what keep the bills on.
In a sense, it does. I mean, money does pay the bills, but trust me, you can't even see where you can go when you jump into a business like on the studio. You can't even foresee. The only thing most studios have as a goal or aspiration is to have all the clientele in the next studio.
I mean, I had three. I done had 3 recording studios,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I got out of business. I just can't deal with it. It is a tough business though, from dealing with the artists to, like I feel like one of the main reasons of the studio is like it's always upgrade.
Mhm.
Like you always need something new for the studio. No matter if it's pictures on the wall, or we need to change the flow, or upgrade the booth, or get a new mic, or some new equipment just came out. You know what I'm saying? And then dealing with the artists is when they leave, you got to clean up behind a bunch of people because it don't matter if it's drinks, blunts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is a tough business.
And for me, that all be like small formalities. You know what I mean? Because I run a tight ship. I ain't gonna lie. And our owners of East Room, they pretty much have given me like full control to run it. Instead of me being a knucklehead and being like, I'm in this bitch, I'm finna turn up. I take that shit as an extreme blessing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is all high power shit in here. They let me come in here and operate at will. You know what I mean? I'm blessed to be in this position, so ain't no way in hell I fuck it up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a maturity thing on my part about the business or what, but I know that's just always been my approach since I walked through these doors. I'm gonna make sure that these folks are satisfied with me, so when they call on me, I'm there. You know
So
what I'm
like,
saying?
what's like one of the most craziest moments that? Cause you know we be around rappers. You know these rappers be having beefs. They be having all type of stuff. Like, what's one of the most like craziest moments in the studio that you probably done had?
I'ma just give the one artist that gave me my introduction into the music business. I bombed this session. Derek Milano. Everybody know Derek Milano, the famous writer. Hits for everybody in the industry. Bro came to check me out. I bombed this session. I don't know what the fuck happened that night, bro, but I bombed this session, and he was cool about it though. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I fuck with you. You just gotta have to step it up. I couldn't do nothing but take that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing but take it because I fucked up the session, man. And that's one right there that I always think about. Cause look where he at.
Yeah.
If I could have built that relationship and got it off on the right start, where could I have been? You know what I mean? Like,
so that's like we say about opportunities. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be waiting.
nah.
So you know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying about earlier when I was saying about you got a lot of rappers that's saying they got to get this or they need to do that. Like if you hot right now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you might not be hot a year or two from now when you get that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
no, I'm just saying, like you just said yourself, like if that, I mean, it ain't your fault you bumped the session. It just it could have been a computer, anything. You know what I'm saying? But if you would have been like that's like you said, if you would have been ready for that session, think about it now. You probably could have ended up being this man personal engineer. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. Like saying you gonna wait to get your money. You gotta think about it. Like we say, most rappers really living how they talking.
I mean, yeah.
So
yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. So think about what come with that, with police.
Yeah.
By the time you get the money, you might go to jail.
That's what come with it. That's, you know, that is for the artist to
Do you
figure
think
out.
that with now we got like, man, some of the best rappers out right now in jail, man. I'm talking about Young Boy. It's just a lot of good rappers in jail. Like what his name is
It's a few of them, man.
the dude from Alabama. He just turned Rollo. He just turned himself in. And you know what I'm saying? So do you think like that's starting to be like a trend with rappers like going to jail?
Nah, cause.
Or do you think they being targeted?
There could be a number of different things. I do know that, man. Some way, somehow. Okay, look at it like this, bro. Realistic. It take about 100 and 150 racks to break an artist, bro. All right. Where that money come? I don't even need to ask. You know what I mean? If you whatever, just be safe out here, man. Just understand what come with this shit is real, and if you already doing.
So when you say that, you saying like you think that artist gonna have to put 150 behind himself to go?
Not necessarily. So sometimes it happens organically with it, but I'm just saying like you gotta have your money up before you walk through the door in this bitch, man. You gotta have your money up, bro. Ain't no way around it. You gonna have your money up, or you gonna be grinding, always trying to get your money up.
Yeah.
And the goal, just think about how awesome it would feel when you realize that something you set out to do is actually benefiting you. you gonna turn up. You know what I mean? But like I said, the evolution of artists, that's solely on the artist. You know what I mean? If they are actually being responsible, looking for the information and actually applying it to themselves, they'll be alright. Me personally, I can't put myself in a position where I'm looking at these artists and saying, why y'all doing this, why y'all doing that, because I understand that, man, being successful at something is a high in itself. You know what I mean? And only you yourself can bring yourself off that high, however it is, you know. And the jury and all that there, man, you know, I know for a fact that there are some things going on where, you know, artists are getting these pieces and doing all of that for the way the game is now. It's marketing, you know what I mean, and all that type of stuff there, man. So it just goes with it, bro.
So let me ask you, do you like where the music industry going? Because I mean, you've been engineering for about 10 years in Orlando, so you know what I'm saying. Like, you done seen it. Was you engineering in Orlando around the Armstrong era?
Hell yeah, I work with Moot Boy.
So you still work with Moot Boy?
Nah, I ain't working with him.
All right, so were you around? So you was working with him around that era when they was like hot? So like before I go forward, how you feel about that era though?
Man, let me tell you something. The city was on fire at that time, man. And that's about as far as I can go with that, of course, you know. But at that time, them boys had the city on fire, man. Whatever they did.
But I'm saying, like, being in the studio with them, it wasn't like they make you nervous, or...
No.
I mean, did you... I mean, how it felt? Because, you know, I'm from Orlando, so I know a lot about the situation. But...
Hey, listen, man. One thing about it, two things for sure. Them boys like the crowd. Everybody know Moot Boy's a fucking beast. I don't know. As good as he was, look how good he made everybody else around him. Yeah, ain't no denying that, man. Them boys got hits. Whatever else, you know, it is what it is on that. But I just know for a fact, them boys had the city on fire.
Do you think there'll ever be another Orlando era like that?
Hell yeah, it's here, bro. It's here right now. I'm telling you, we are living in it right now. Man, we got some artists that's doing their thing right now. You know what I'm saying? High Boy, LB, Pootie, Cutting Reeves, all of them. Glock, all of them, bro. We got a multitude of them.
I mean, but you know, Glock locked up. How you feel about all that with all that going down, you know?
I want them boys, free all them boys, come home and get back to it, because the fans was watching everything them boys was doing.
But you know that's the whole thing about the bringing everybody together. The whole reason why, that's what I'm saying, is they ain't going to jail for beefing. Now they beefing with them right here in the West Orlando.
I mean, again, I can't call it on the beef because that shit be serious. I know bodies done dropped behind that shit, so it's serious. I mean, it's past the music on that tip. As far as the music go though, free all them boys. Come back, get to it, man, because y'all had the city turned up. And
I mean, it's still turned, but then, you know, then Hot Boy got caught up in it, too. He just bonded out. I don't even know if he's still out. I work a lot. But, I mean, you're right, like, this Freedom Boy, but at the same time, you know, that, you don't think that, like, what's going on with them and, like, all that, you don't think it affect the future... The future rappers that's coming out, and like, you don't think the little kids that look up to them want to think that's cool?
There's a whole world of music. There's a whole nother music scene that exists on social media.
Yeah.
And it really ain't no room for the tough guy on social media. You know what I mean? Either you gonna be coming up with a trendy dance, you gonna be coming up with a trendy song. If you look at it now, it's all about that song that's being played. Wow, whatever's going on social media. That's just where the game is.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you recorded music 10 years ago, you still record it now. That's what I'm saying. Do you like the way it's going though?
Hell yeah. Bro, I'm the Vince Carter of this music game. I was born in the 70s when 8 tracks was around, and I'm here right now. Come on, man. I done seen it all. This right here is just a prelude to what's about to come. You know what I mean? Everybody's pushing the mold to actually take it further.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie though. It's more musicians, as far as like rappers, R&B singers and stuff, with more money now than ever though. Like, it's a lot of rappers with a lot of money now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've never been like that before.
Yeah, YouTube and TikTok, anything social media that can count as a stream has gotten artists paid, not super paid, but paid. You know what I mean? After 100,000, that money start coming in, bro. But look how hard it is to get that 100,000. That part of the game ain't gonna change. You gotta put the work in to get to it. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I've seen is the emergence of a lot of people offering their services for a fee. That part of the game right there, I don't know about that part of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you because I don't feel like you should be charging somebody to help them. You know what I mean? Get on their team and help them. Then y'all blow up even bigger. You know, but it is what it is on that. I can't, like I say, the pandemic turned this shit into a straight up hustle gauntlet.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right. And then, like, then you in Orlando, so I know you deal with a lot of artists. So, I asked another person about it. So, how you feel about, because he a well-known cameraman in Orlando, how you feel about the Rico TV situation?
I ain't privy on that one. What it is? What's going on?
You know, Rico TV, he's a cameraman that he do a lot of artists, music videos, a lot of club events and stuff. And then he just got caught in that big child pedophile ring.
Hey, shit. Hey, no fuck.
In the streets of Orlando, it was just a big topic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody was talking about it because he do fuck with a lot of people. But, you know, it was just, you know, I thought maybe you knew about it.
No fuck shit. No fuck nigga shit allowed, period. So, if it's that, we ain't dealing with that.
I don't think he gonna be able to come back to the city, though, because he fucked his face up. Too many people knew him, and then once it hit the news and the news people put your face on there, you know, it's over with then. Like, yeah, he gotta move whenever he do get out. Though, but, I just thought maybe you knew about it. Yeah, it just, you know, that kind of, you know, it just like,
no fuck nigga shit allowed.
Yeah, it's just that situation just messed up a lot of people because, you know, he do a lot of events. And you gotta think about it, he a cameraman. And then the police put the transcript out of the little girl, and then he was even telling the little girl that he was gonna be doing role play, and he wanted to film her and all that type of shit. So you know what I'm saying? It's just
that in a sense that should only just make people just, you know, keep a third eye out if that's the case for what's going on. But shit, that's like 1 in a million right there, bro. I only heard of one other case where somebody was doing some shit like that in the music business, and that nigga going to trial.
We got R. Kelly. He just was convicted today. They found him guilty on all charges.
No fuck nigga shit allowed, man. Bottom line, I don't care what the court say about that shit. If it's known that he did it, if you real, you're not fucking with that. Period. So it don't even matter what the fuck goes on. I know me personally, my face clean off of that. I ain't fucking with no nigga.
Do you think in the rap business that's one thing that we do, rappers do allow? They allow a lot of fuck shit to go on around them, but I
feel like too many artists worry about other artists, bro.
No. We not talking about like far as the other artists. We talking about like in their camp. Cause you know, like you just said yourself, you just said, hey man, you don't need to call 1,000 niggas to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. A lot of these rappers don't go down because of they go down because they crew. Because their crew was out there doing something hot that was put the police on them, and then now they in the middle of it because they got something to do with it, but they want no attention. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. We're not beefing on no negative type of level. Well, it's negative because the people around them, but I'm saying like a lot of fuck shit going on, and like the people that's around them, like the people they hanging out with.
I can only imagine, because I never experienced nothing like that, but I can only imagine if somebody around you fuck your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know what's up. Bro, I run Eazi ENT. You know what I'm saying? I'm the CEO of Eazi ENT. My artist is Cody Bankroll, right? Check it out. Me and bro, we got a relationship where, you know, we open and honest about everything going on. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna ever feel like I'm blindsided by anything fucking with my dog. Cause we built that relationship. You know what I mean? So I'm quite sure he feel the same. If I pull some fuck shit and fuck this whole shit up, he'll probably want to off me. You know what I mean? And that's just how I gotta be. Everybody around you in your circle gotta know. You better not come to this bitch playing. You know what I'm saying? You better not come to this bitch playing. If you hungry like me, man, that shit'll burn you up just even thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. No, I feel that.
Bitch gotta know that right off rip. Like, don't come around this dude playing. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get business done. That's all it is to it. So
yeah. So we get to the finishing stages. So like, you know what I'm saying, to wrap it up, like what you think like be a good 3 good things that you know what I'm saying, or 3 motivational things that you can give the artists, like, you know what I'm saying, going forward. Like, you know what I'm saying, just like, cause like I said, you you record artists and you see a lot of artists come one time or some come 20 times. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, what's 3 motivational things you can get them artists that probably don't got a lot of guidance, or you know what I'm saying? They probably looking for some answers to how they can advance their music career or just they activities. Period.
I'm gonna say, let me see. It's hard to boil that shit down to
So
just
much.
3. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say first and foremost, man, study your craft. All right. Rule number 1. Well, my rule number 1 is don't come to the fucking studio thinking you gonna come up with something when you get there. And I'm only saying that for the sake of you limit the amount of help you can get while you're at the studio. We can't work if it ain't a song to be recorded.
Yeah.
So if you come here saying, I'm gonna figure it out when I get here, okay. I'll probably be asleep on you while you over here figuring it out, bro. Ain't no cap.
So that's 1.
That's 1. 2, learn the business, man. Learn the business. Learn this shit for yourself. An artist should know how to record himself, upload his music himself, go find his own videographer, and know all the ins and outs of BMI, ASCAP. Those are essentials for an artist. You need to know how to do that. The less you need to delegate to somebody else, the better it is for you, and it's gonna make your artistry better. Trust me on that. I know.
Yeah.
Handle as much as you can handle, but do not stress yourself out at the same time. Like, understand that team, you can't get around this shit without having a team, but you know the business and delegate shit accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, and then so number 3.
Number 3, just be yourself, man. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Don't worry about none of that shit. I don't know where in the hell all this shit come from. Everybody speaking on everybody else's situations and shit like that. Where did that shit come from? I'm from the era where you had to make the better song. It wasn't about me and my niggas will pull up and knock you off, and that classifies me as a better MC than you. No.
Yeah.
My music slap harder than yours. Why is that not the case? You know what I'm saying? Y'all acting like y'all just automatically got it. Man, there's still work to be put in. I don't care what level you on. It's inspiring when we see artists, when us as engineers see artists actually putting in the work to get better. Just like, you go to the gym. I've been fucking with my artist, Cody Banks. I've been fucking with this guy for about a little over 2 years. This guy has been so dedicated. 2 years, he probably only missed the gym, going to the gym, working out, a total of maybe a month. Other than that, every single day, gym, every single day, working on a song, every single day trying to get better. That shit inspires us, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we need is to be inspired. That's going to make me feel good when I get on here and start mixing your shit down or recording you know what I'm saying? So,
So I mean, we appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, giving us the interview. We're here on Talk to Him TV. I mean, if you got anybody you want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, anybody you want to give a little highlight to.
Let me see. First and foremost, I gotta thank my Roundtree family. They are the owners of East Room, and they've been blessing me since I walked through the door. I owe them. You know what I mean? I owe them big time. Second, my artist, Cody Bankroll. I appreciate you, bro, for grinding it out with me. You already know we started this shit from ground up, literally. And we up, we getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Check it out. And let me see, my dogs over at Simple Life Water, Simple Life Beverage. Hey, keep going up, man. Product. Master P always told us, you trying to have something in life, you need to have some product. Product, merch, all that. My dog is on it. He heavy out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I fuck with him, so I'm inspired by that. Other than that, and I'm gonna shout out my dog Art.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Hey, man, I appreciate you for getting us the interview. You know, like I said, once we get, you know what I'm saying, later down the line, we'll come back and see what you got going on 6 months from now, man. You know?
I'm excited for that, my boy.
All right.
Eazi ENT is in the building.
You feel like getting real, nobody